Yo, what is up? There is a new tank out on the Super Test server and it's the T77 Tier 8 Premium. I'm going to call it the Baby T57 Full HD, and I'm going to tell you why this tank is so exciting. This tank is absolutely amazing. If they release it in the current form that it is in the Super Test server, but first, if you are here for the first time, please consider subscribing and giving this video a like. This helps out my channel a lot, and let me thank you in advance for it. Also, remember to leave a comment in the comment section below. This is important. Your feedback is read by Wargaming employees. Now, first of all, I'm going to compare this tank with the big daddy of autoloaders in Tier 8. Of course, I'm talking about the Lorraine 40-ton. This tank is legendary in terms of autoloaders in Tier 8. I'm going to set this tank up exactly head-to-head with the Lorraine 40-ton. You can see the power-to-weight ratio is slightly different there. This tank, the T77, looks like a T57. It looks like a baby T57, and it acts like a baby T57. That's because you have a little bit of armor. Instead of playing like a HT, instead of playing like a medium tank that it's supposed to be, it plays more like a mobile HT. So you're talking about less forward speed than a Lorraine, but you're talking about 48 kilometers an hour forward. That's not too bad. Considering that it has a lot more armor than a Lorraine 40T, 120 frontal hull armor, 152 turret armor with sloped angles. You're talking about this tank being able to bounce a lot of shit. Now, the alpha on this gun is 360. That is 60 more than the Lorraine, but it only has a three shell in a clip. So you're talking about 360 times 3. That's why you get the 1080 clip potential. So 1080 is what I call full HD, and that's exactly what you're getting out of this tank. Now, the standard penetration 215 isn't that great compared to a Lorraine, but the premium penetration 270, which is heat, is absolutely amazing. 270. Now, even though the penetration is low at 215, you are talking about shell velocity here of over 1000 meters per second, 1143. You're talking about laser speed here, and this is very good for a tank like this. So you're talking about high shell velocity. You're going to hit more of your shots, and if you hit well and you're using the standard APCR shells, you're going to make a lot of credits and you're going to do a lot of damage with 1080 clip potential every time you reload, every 36 seconds, which is about the same reload time as a Lorraine. That is pretty awesome. Now, ignore the camouflage values because I don't think this can be true. 20% camouflage values, I'm pretty sure they're going to change it, just like the A45, just like those Polish tanks that they trolled us about with the crazy camouflage values. That just can't be true because it is a medium tank. It cannot have that kind of crazy camouflage values. And next up, we're going to compare it to a tank with the same clip potential as this tank. Well, not the same clip potential, but clip damage. 360 alpha damage on the Burask, but the Burask only has 2 shells per clip. This tank has 3. Now, of course, you're not going to have the mobility of a Burask. The Burask has 62 kilometers an hour forward speed. This thing is relatively slow in mobility compared to a Burask, but it has a lot of armor. But again, we are talking about the clip potential here, 1080 clip potential for every clip that it fires. It is a lot better than a Burask in that sense, and this tank is also going to be a survivor, a tank that has armor to protect itself in between clips. If you're going to take damage, you have the potential to bounce some damage while you are reloading. You can, maybe wiggle your turret, wiggle your hull, and maybe survive for enough time for you to get another clip out. So this thing has the potential to survive. That's what makes it different from the Burask, which has no survival capability. And the Lorraine. The Lorraine, remember, has no armor at all, but it has mobility. Now, what else do I need to mention here is the gun handling. You're talking 0.35 dispersion and 8 degrees of gun depression. So you're talking about good gun depression here, same like the Lorraine, good gun depression, but better shell velocity with standard APCR shells, better aim time, 2.21 seconds, definitely better than the brass aim time, better dispersion. You are talking about a very formidable gun with a little bit of armor and a little bit, well, not too shabby mobility. The mobility is more like a fast heavy tank kind of mobility. Well, not fast mobility, fast heavy tank, because 48 kilometers an hour going forward isn't exactly fast, but I expect it to have some kind of like wiggle. You can left right a little bit like a medium tank, because it is a medium tank, and you're gonna have incredible firepower, 1080 alpha damage. You're talking about the clip potential here, so that is what's up with this tank. Incredible gun, good accuracy, relatively good accuracy, good alpha damage, a little bit of armor there to protect you. This tank, if they don't change it and it's going to be released this way, it's going to turn out to be an amazing tank as a tier 8 premium tank. Now remember, leave a comment in the comment section below. Let Wargaming know what you think about this tank. Are you going to be excited about this tank? Because personally I am. I didn't expect this thing, came out of nowhere, but I like it, and if it comes out the way it's going to come out, then I'm gonna like it a lot. Remember to give this video a like. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.